Hey, what's good? Game on, Wisconsin. Welcome back to another episode of Coast to Coast Packers. I'm Bernie Bango, and I'm having a good day. How are
That's
you
what I'm,
doing today, Elmer?
that's what I'm talking about, man. I am great, man. It's a Monday. Just got back from California, celebrating a wedding. Got to see a lot of family, and just had a really good time. Feeling really good, and hey, man, I'm excited. Sunday was a little bit of a roller coaster, but we squeaked one out, and man, I'm feeling good, man. I can't complain, man. I'm happy to see that you got a smile on your face. And so, yeah, man, what you got going on, bro? Tell me what's going on with that shirt again. I know you talked about it
Oh,
last week. Why don't you talk a little bit more about that?
growing veterans. That is my new job, where I am the interim executive director,
Okay,
and
okay, all right.
we it's a nonprofit that's been existing for 12 years.
Okay.
Its mission is to end isolation that leads to suicide, especially in veterans. We're helping veterans find belongingness and connection to their communities to help end that isolation. We do it through dirt therapy. Come out to the farm. We'll get your hands dirty. We teach you gardening and farming skills. We got chickens. We got bees out there. We got a hoop house. We got a greenhouse as well. And then, of course, we got our plots out in the fields. We got a big project coming up too, man. I'm pumped for it. We're turning some acreage into above ground beds that's going to, and then we're putting some paths in that will be accessible by wheelchair. So we can make it accessible, right? We have veterans that are, wheelchair bound, or, they're amputees, and it might be easier for them to get around on different parts of our farm. And then we're taking this fancy program manager parking spot that they've used. We don't have a handicap or accessible parking spot out there. So I'm like, dude, we're not getting VIP parking. Like, there should be a handicap, an accessible parking spot. So we just got some stuff in the works, man. I'm excited to get out there and it's cool to be working on this accessibility project at my new job, coming from a special education teaching job. So that's my big project I got in the works out there in my new executive director position. But that's what's going on at Growing Veterans, man. That's my new job. That's why I got the smile on my face. Loving my new job. The hey, man, the freaking wedding sounded like a good time.
Yeah, it was a great time. But before I jump onto that, hey, man, it sounds like an awesome cause, and I think that everything we do to kind of help our veterans is the right step in the right direction. Especially when you know that there's like 22 veterans that are, every minute or every hour, 22 veterans commit suicide.
It's every day. It's every day that there's 22 veterans on
Yeah.
average that commit suicide.
Yeah, see, so I'm saying, man, hey, man, you keep doing what you're doing. Maybe you should put the link to the actual place on the ticker here so people can see it.
All right,
because it's a great cause, man. And I think that the more awareness we bring to it, the better it can be, right? So,
yeah,
man, the wedding was good, man. Wedding was awesome. It was good. I was in North Cal for the most of the time and had a really great time. And one of our cousins got married, and yeah, dude, it was great. And was able to, we drove from Fresno to San Francisco for our flight. So because of that, I was able to watch most of all the games.
Oh, nice.
From that point on, man. So it's pretty cool, man. So it was a good time. I was there from like Wednesday through Sunday. I'm on fumes right now as I got back yesterday like at 1 a.m. and I didn't go to bed till like 2. And so needless to say, I'm on fumes right now, but I'm feeling good, man.
Oh.
Yeah, man. Just looking forward to cut it up today a little bit and let's talk about some football here.
Heck yeah. And Chris Rhyme in the house.
My boy Chris,
up,
man.
Dude?
Yeah,
Caleb is also in the house. How you doing, Caleb? And Caleb's let me know. Yeah, right before we went live, Caleb, I was watching the Bucks. I had to turn it off so I won't be distracted. There's 82 games in a basketball season, though, so I got to watch the first quarter of that one. We're playing the Celtics, big matchup. But let's, like you said, it's time now. NFL wrap up. We always start with that Thursday night game, and it was a controversial one. I want to hear your thoughts on how that game ended, Homer.
I mean, honestly, man, shoot. For me, that game, that was the Saints and Broncos game, right? No.
No, man, Vikings Rams.
Oh shit, my bad, dude. Okay, so
You went back 2
I
Thursdays.
went Tuesdays. 2 days ago. Look, 'cause again, that was during waiting time, so my brain was on. I was on. Yeah, I was fried up. But no joke,
Yeah.
that game was crazy. Truth be told, yeah, they should definitely call that face mask penalty on Brian, even on Young. Even Young, even he put his hands on his head like, oh shit, he knew he messed up. And the fact they didn't call it, I thought was kind of BS.
Yeah.
I still think the Vikings lose that game though.
Yeah,
100%. I think they still lose that game.
I don't think they were going to pull that one out. It was not looking good for them
No,
at all.
no.
And yeah, it's it's so funny because I remember right when it was ending, somebody was like, "Man, have you ever seen a game end on a face mask call or something like that?"
Yeah.
That was, and I was like, "Yeah, man, in the playoffs, I saw
Yeah,
one in the
Packers.
playoffs happen."
Yeah, exactly.
I
I
was
was
just
gonna say
like,
against Arizona, and
"Yeah,
in 2009, like what are we talking about here? Like, get the hell out of here with all that. I was like, shit, that was a game change. That basically face mask, fumble, touchdown, game over. So I don't want to hear it. Like they can, ain't going
yeah,
no sympathy for me.
zero sympathy,
Zero
man, from
sympathy.
me."
Now,
I was like, Psh, "Whatever."
yeah,
They wouldn't give it. They wouldn't. You think they'd give it to us?
yeah,
No, man.
no, hell no.
No.
Those guys are probably reveling in that situation. So the hell with
Yeah.
them. But truth be told, though, like it was funny too. Like not funny, but it sucks. There's a Christian Darrisaw, their starting left tackle, done for the year, torn ACL, torn MCL. So it's unfortunate. The Vikings went on a 5-game winning streak and they've now dropped 2 games. And I don't know. I'm saying like the injury bug's starting to hit them and they're starting to lose these close games that, I'm saying, like they were kind of pulling out before. And so you might be seeing the end of the Vikings here. And you can see
Yeah.
the frustration on the team. Jefferson losing his helmet, getting pissed off,
Yeah.
and just all in all, just, it sucks. But hey, man, it was a Rams got a good win. I thought that Cup was on the trade block. I guess he isn't now after doing what he did, right? And yeah, it was good.
Dude,
It was a
the
good game
NFC
all around.
West, the NFC West is wide open.
Wide open.
It's
Yes.
like three teams are 4-4, then the Rams are like, are they 3-4,
5.
something like that? 'Cause I think they already have their bye or something like
Yeah,
that. They're
yeah.
like, so they're like a half game behind because they already had their bye. So like you're a half game out. No, man, you're not trading shit because a team can go 9-8 and win this division this year.
Exactly. And honestly, like the Niners don't look like the Niners are decent. They're pretty good, but I mean, they looked beatable. I mean, even yesterday, if Dallas could come up with any kind of an offense, they probably win
Yeah.
that game. Hands
Yeah.
down. You know what I'm saying? And they want to blame, oh, well, maybe the Niners defense is that good. I was like, I don't know about all that. I think they just got carried away with some other stuff. But
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, I completely agree with Chris. Like they're gonna lose that game either way. You kind of wish they would have called that penalty, so then they would eliminate this excuse, like, oh, woulda, coulda, shoulda, maybe what if, but it's done over with, and like,
and you just want to see the refs get it right though all the time, right? That's like my thing, right? Like I have no
100%.
sympathy for the Vikings, but it's like let's see good calls all the time.
That's it. It's not asking a lot, I don't think. So I feel
we have the tech to change it now, right? That could have been as easily as like, boop, hey, you guys fucked up. There was a face mask. Like, no one's gonna be mad when you have hard evidence like that, and we have the technology. I think the NFL is going to be changing this.
Yeah, I think, I mean, they have been changing some calls here and there when it comes to first downs and things like that. So yeah, we'll see how this evolves. As long as it makes sense and there's pure evidence to prove why they're making a change on the call, I'm fine with it,
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was a good game. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. It's always, I always get a good laugh no matter how the Vikings lose. I get a good chuckle. Another good chuckle I got this weekend was the Patriots beating the Jets.
Yes.
I'm sorry, 100%. Man. For a bit there when we first traded Rodgers, I was kind of on I want to see Rodgers succeed. I want to see him in the playoffs. And now, dude, it has turned into such a shit show. And I'm sorry, man. I'm enjoying it now.
It's funny you say that because like last year I wanted their demise. because the worse they did, the better our pick was, right? But I wanted
Mhm.
that band playing at least 65%. We didn't get that, so we still got a high second round pick, right? But I'm with you. Like this year, yeah, I would have loved to have seen some success for them just because Rodgers is Rodgers, right? But for them to do everything they've done and to still lose 2 games and having Devontae there and doing all these things, I just find it comical at this point. And it's
Yeah.
embarrassing because Patriots are probably one of the worst teams in the league right now. And for them
Yep.
to lose to them with Jacoby Brissett coming in as a backup quarterback and playing, I don't know, man. I'm just saying, like, I really feel like Aaron Rodgers' age is finally showing. You know what I'm
Oh yeah.
saying? Like Tom Brady, 40 years old, 45 years old, still winning Super Bowls. Well, he knew there was limitations to his game. He played within those limitations. I think Aaron has gotten so used to being like in charge of everything and playing hero ball and just trying to make things happen by just I don't know, not running within scheme. I think he's trying to come back and bite him. And you're seeing that now. We saw that in Green Bay. And people didn't want to believe it. They want to blame the broken ribs. They want to blame the broken thumb. I'm like, hey, end of the day, he might have had all his ailments, but decision making is decision making. And his decision making has been way off these last few years.
It
So
is.
nothing new here.
Yeah, man. He should just go back to the darkness.
Yeah.
And
Always ayahuasca.
yeah. Now I see some comments in there, and I'm
Yeah.
not going to bring it up, but I'm just going to say, hey, Caleb, don't worry, we're going to get to that game.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I want to save that to the end, a little
Yeah.
closer to the end. The next game, though, we'll go to Eagles Bengals because, dude, I think that's it. I think the Bengals are done.
They're done? I don't know, man. I still think they got a shot because that division is a battle of attrition right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ravens are running away with it, but I mean, honestly, they're not. I take that back because they just lost, right? They lost to the Browns, and all the teams in that division has a shot. And
Yeah.
Cincinnati, even though they're 2-5 now, right, or 2-6, like
The
still,
Bengals.
yeah, the Bengals are two
I
and
think
six
they're
now,
at
right?
3-6 now.
Three
Or
and
no,
five,
we're 8 games in, so they're
3-5.
3-5, which isn't bad, but I think they have those that division is brutal.
Yeah, and they got smoked by the Eagles. It wasn't like they got beat by the Eagles
Exactly.
barely. I mean, the Eagles whooped their butt. The Eagles had not been playing real good football up until that point. So for them to do that, I was pretty impressed by the Eagles. And yeah, I agree. Like, I don't ever want to give up on my Joe Burrow, but yeah, it ain't looking pretty right now. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they host the Raiders, right?
Yeah.
Next week. So they can get
Mhm.
back to one game under 500,
Yep.
and then they go to the Ravens.
Right.
And they got, there's some favorable games there on their schedule. So maybe it's not over. Maybe I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but it did not look good for them yesterday.
Yeah, I don't.
Another,
I agree. I agree.
yeah. Another team that did not look good for it all yesterday, and
Mm.
we've already talked about their season being over, and that's the Titans, who are rival now, the Lions, who lead the
Yeah.
North, the number 1 seed in the NFC. That was one of the most dominant probably games we've seen this year, 52-14.
You know what? Like, I feel like because as bad as the Titans are, you expect them to get blown out. Just didn't think it's just everything that could have went right for the Lions went right. And I'm gonna say it right now, the Lions should probably save some of those points for next week because they scored a lot of points on Sunday. They'll be feeling really good about themselves. If they're gonna come into Green Bay and do that same shit, we ain't the Titans, dog. I don't care. I don't care if it's Meek Willis. I don't care if it's freaking Paul Hornung. I don't care if it's Bart Starr. Packers by 14, dog. That's the way it's gonna be. It's just the way it is, dog. And you know what? Like they saying Joe Burrow, they're saying that Jordan Love should be able to play. I used to have concerns about that. Now I have no concerns. And look, Jared Goff has had one of the most efficient games as a quarterback these last 3-4 games. I mean, he's barely throwing the ball, and he's literally almost 100% completion, and he's throwing multiple touchdowns. Yeah, he's getting it done. But you know what? The Titans, they were sacking him. They were getting to him, right? But the thing with the Titans is you can run on the Titans. Now, for us, our biggest thing, I feel like against the Lions in particular, and we'll talk about that later, but I just think that the Lions are beatable. You have to stay with them, and you have to make mistakes. And there's a reason why they're not undefeated right now. They lost games because they have made mistakes. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to a test because people, Matt LaFleur said today, Lions are the best team in the NFL right now. So you want to test I mean, Houston was a Super Bowl contender, and what do? We beat Houston, right? So,
Yep.
hey, here's another test. Let's see if
Yeah.
you guys are really about it, because we played down to the Jacksonville Jaguars, I felt like. So
We always do in Florida.
we do.
And
We suck in Florida, dude. Yeah.
the more I saw people tweeting and
Yeah.
posting saying this isn't a trap game, I'm like,
No,
oh
it was a
my
trap
God,
game.
this is
Yeah.
a trap game. I'm like,
100% trap game.
the
100%
more people
trap
that
game.
don't realize that it's a
Yeah.
trap game and say that it's not a trap game, I'm like, oh, you guys don't understand the meaning of a trap game. You've been trapped by it. And
Yeah.
we almost were. And we'll talk
Yeah,
about
we were. Hey, look, honestly,
it.
like, yeah, go ahead. We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
We'll get to it. Well, the Falcons have taken the lead in the NFC South now.
Yeah. That was a good game, too.
Yeah. And
Tampa put up a fight without barely having anybody for receivers out there.
Yeah.
Hey, look, say what you want to say about Baker, man. Baker's freaking killing it right now. Yeah, I know he makes some mistakes, but dude, he's killing it, man. He's slinging it. He's playing with reckless abandon. The run game there is stout. The defense is still pretty good. Yeah, Atlanta just came out on top that time. But man, you know what? Like, that division is going to be definitely between Atlanta and Buccaneers, I think, this year.
Yeah. And that was their first meeting, right?
Yes, I think so. Sure. Yes. No, second meeting.
No,
right?
They've already met twice. The Falcons have beat them both times already.
That's right. Yeah, because remember that other game they went to overtime, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whew.
Because we're gonna have to come down now to like everything else, win-loss record, divisional strength record, all that kind of stuff, right? So yeah.
I think the Falcons are gonna get that one, man. Those lack of those weapons that Baker's missing right now, that can catch up to him.
I agree. Excuse me. I agree.
Then you have the Cardinals, the escape with a win out of Miami, and there is a log jam now in the NFC West. The Cardinals, who are technically in first right now, but it's the Cardinals, Niners, Seahawks, all at 4-4. And then you got the Rams at 3-4. That Cardinal. The Cardinals Cardinals Dolphins game. The one thing I took out of that is the crowd cheering for Tua for sliding on a play where he picked up a first down.
I saw that. I know exactly what play you're talking about, and it's funny. So I was just like, Tua's homecoming game was ruined by a loss. It sucks. But like, you know what? Just shows you the resilience of Arizona. For was it Maserati Marvin Harrison or Ferrari Marvin Harrison, whatever. He got it going finally. Trey McBride blew up too. Tyreek Hill did tell everybody to start him. Probably shouldn't have, because he didn't have that great of a game. 9 catches, 74 yards, nothing crazy, right? But I just think that it was good to see Tua out there making smart decisions. I am still terrified for him. I am still wondering why. Not wondering why, because I get it. Competitive nature. I mean, even he quoted himself saying that he would die for this game, which I think is insane to me. But, hey, to each their own. Everyone has their passions and loves. So I'll be the last one to judge. Hey, it's his body, his choice, his life. He can decide what he wants to do. Bears are on top. And like you said, NFC West is really up there for grabs. It's really anybody's division at that point right now.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy.
Hell yeah.
And I'm out here living in the NFC West territory, and it makes me even more excited because that game when the Packers play the Seahawks, it could have playoff implications.
100%. 100%. Yeah.
Then we have my favorite performance, my favorite non-Packer performance of the weekend, and that is in Jameis Winston leading his Cleveland Browns to an upset victory over the Ravens. No Amari Cooper, no problem for Jameis Winston, baby. Man. You have all that.
I'm a Jameis Winston guy, bro. I love Jameis Winston, so I'm with you. I love Jameis. I think he's a character. Yeah, he got some baggage in his background. Don't get me wrong. I think he's kind of come a long way from that. He made some mistakes, and he's kind of atoned for them. But like him being out there and just slinging that ball. I mean, dude, he literally threw a ball right to Kyle Hamilton though at the end of the game. Kyle drops it, comes back and throws literally like a freaking 70-yard bomb to freaking Cedric Tillman, who, mind you, was a freaking monster coming out of Tennessee with Juwan Jennings. Those guys were I'm talking about just monsters, dude, at Tennessee. and for them to like come into the league, and I just felt like they just have never been given a fair shot, and now they are, and you're seeing what they can do, right? And dude,
Yeah.
like Cedric Tillman's here to stay. Mark Cooper's gone now. He's going to be probably the true number one, true number two there with Jerry Judy.
Yeah.
And man, I'm hyped, man. They see Jameis was going to be the starter going forward. I'm like, thank God, finally. And man, I'm excited for the Browns. Like, it's like when Flacco came in last year, right? It's the same
Yep.
thing. And I really do hope that Jameis can really like lock this job down, get them winning because they have a good defense, right?
Yeah.
And if he can win, if he can keep winning for them, they can cut Watson. And my man gets just like Baker got another shot. My boy Winston gets another shot. Hey man, sign me the hell up, bro. I'm in.
Yeah. I'm there with you. And with like you referencing like Flacco coming in last year and then Winston, right? Deshaun Watson didn't throw for over 300 yards in any of his games as a Cleveland Browns starter. I think Flacco did it like 4 times last year. Winston did it this weekend. That's all the data you need as a Cleveland Brown owner to cut ties with Deshaun Watson and move on. Cut your losses, man.
Dude comes in, throws a whole 300-yard game off the bat against the Baltimore Ravens defense, okay? Watson has been there for 2.5 years. He ain't still done that, dude. He ain't done that once.
Yeah.
Flacco had 5 300-yard games last year. So I'm just saying, like, there's enough evidence out there to show that, you know, you get some mediocre to above average quarterback play, your Browns team can actually go to the playoffs and make some damage. And this, if this ain't it, I don't know what is. This is enough for me to say, hey, bite the bullet, cut his ass, eat your poison, just like we did with Rodgers. Call it a day.
Absolutely. And then a showdown in the AFC South, Texans, Colts. The Texans escape again. You know, the Texans are 6-2. And I would just say like 4 or 5 of their wins have been by like the skin of their teeth. But how terrible was Anthony Richardson yesterday?
You know what? He wasn't good. He wasn't terrible. But you know what was terrible? Was him taking himself out of the game because he said he was too tired. And I'm just kind of like, bro, what are you doing? Like, even if you were too tired, dog, you just sit there and say, hey, man, I kind of thought I tweaked something. Found out I didn't. I'd fake my ass in a freaking blue tent. I'll be, man, give me some oxygen real quick. I'm fucking tired of shit. And then get my butt ass back out there. But you don't admit that, dude. Like, you know, so the reason why I wouldn't say terrible, even though his numbers didn't really look that great. And I do agree with what you're saying. My thing is that he was a rookie last year, played 2 games, done for the year, right?
Yeah.
He is now second-year guy, but really this is his rookie year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he also missed a game already, right? I think he missed a game. He missed a game already.
Yeah.
For me, or I think he missed a game or 2. So for me, I'm just like, you know what? I give him the full year. Now, if he's playing like this doo-doo at the end of the year, all right, bro. I don't know. I don't know. But if he keeps doing it, if he keeps improving, which there are some throws he made that are freaking nice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I could definitely see the glimpses there of the success, you know. So
But hey, man, as the Colts, you're 4-4. You're still in the playoff race in the AFC.
Yep. Yeah, dude, that division's up, dude.
Flacco led the Browns to the playoffs last year. He could do it with the Colts, in my opinion.
Supposedly they're saying they might bench Richardson because of that shenanigans. So maybe they need to teach him a lesson. Maybe it's like, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but all I know is that, Jonathan Taylor being there, he's back, he's healthy. You know, their defense is finally healthy too, right? They got a lot of their guys back. So, you know, in Houston, for me, you know, they kind of hit or miss. Like, dude, CJ Stroud's starting to come back down to earth, I think. You know, he's having a hard time with cover 2 defenses, which is what Flores had, is what Halfley was running against him. And like Joe Mixon, minus the 1 game he had a bad game, he's been a top 5 running back. And dude, I'm with you, bro. Like, that division is up for grabs right now. 100%.
And then I'm going to just list both these games off because I thought they were both kind of beatings. That was Chargers over Saints 26-8, and then Bills over Seahawks 31-10. That I thought that Bills Seahawks game was going to be close. It was It wasn't at all.
It was terrible, bro. When you get your own players fighting each other, like they had like the Seattle players like Hall and somebody else were going right at each. I mean, it was like, dude, it was bad. I'm like, yo, Mike McDonald, you're a good coach. Like, you cannot have that show on TV because now it shows your team is not disciplined. I understand a player getting pissed at a player, but he shouldn't get pissed on the field. B, not in a way where everybody can see it. Even if he was wrong for hitting Josh and all this and that, I get it. But like, man, that's not leadership, dog. If that was a captain or a person on your team that's a leader, he needs to know better. Yeah, I expected the Bills to win. I just didn't think they were going to freaking blow them out.
Yeah.
Absolutely embarrassing. And then what was the other game? The other game was Chargers.
Chargers Saints, man. The Saints are so cooked right now.
Dude, they came out the gates hot as hell, right? Busted their nut, and now they're looking like doo-doo, dog. And they just – and you know what? It's not all their fault. Their quarterback has been banged up. But even when Derek Carr was there, they weren't really doing anything either, right? On top of that, that hit on Justin Herbert, where like the dude was like twisting and trying to gator roll him and trying to freaking break his leg off. And his offensive lineman jumped into his defense and got on the dude. Hey, respect to Bosman. That was pretty badass. I respect that. Second, that defensive tackle, yeah, he needs to get suspended because he can claim that the ball was the ball. No, bullshit. That looked exactly what Jalen Carter did to Jordan Love. Yeah. Because that's exactly the same shit. You're like grabbing, you're pulling, you're trying to turn, you're trying to roll. Nah, fuck that, dude. I'm out. Like, I forget. Yeah. I was like, I'm not a Harbaugh fan by any means, but Justin Herbert does not deserve that. No quarterback, no player deserves that. I can't stand the Vikings, and I still felt terrible for what happened to Christian Darrisaw. You never want to see a person get effed up like that, right? So I'm happy that the offensive lineman stopped that from getting worse than it could have been. Even Justin Herbert was like, hey man, chill. And that guy's like, nah, F that. That guy was trying to hurt you, dog. Forget that. Yeah, I respect that. So that was cool. That's one of the big takeaways I take from that game.
Absolutely. And the next one we'll look at is Broncos over Panthers. I mean, I don't know if anybody's watching and cheering for the Panthers at this point.
Josh Norris of Underdog probably is. He's a diehard Panthers fan. I feel every time I watch the Panthers, look like, dude, I feel bad for him. He's a good dude. And I'm like, man, he's sticking with it. But dude, put Bryce Young out there when literally half your team is not even playing. It's like literally almost like a preseason game, but it's a real season game. That's not fair to Bryce Young. Okay. Yeah. And the second on top of that too, Sean Payton literally in the last 2 minutes of the game doing trick plays and trying to run up the score. Okay. I'm like 50-50 on that. Part of me is like, all right, well, your job is to stop them. So, don't get mad. That's the first thing, right? But on the flip side, it's like, dude, Sean, like, what are you doing, dog? Like, have a little class. But, all right, well, you want to go beat up on the worst team in the NFL. Hey, man, go have at it. Like, if that makes you feel better, cool, dog. But there's a reason why people have always had a negative connotation about Sean Payton. And so I can see why now. It makes sense.
Yeah. Well, that's Chiefs. They are they beat the Raiders 27-20. I'm glad the Raiders played them close.
Yeah, a lot closer than I expected.
Chiefs are the lone perfect team, and I'm still, for whatever reason, not impressed.
No, I hate to say it. Like, they just traded for John Uchi out of the Patriots, defensive end, outside linebacker. So help their pass rush even more for a 6th-round pick. I wish Green Bay would have made a move like that because right now our pass rush from a winning perspective is really not that good. Minus like Kenny Clark and Wyatt. The guys are supposed to be producing like Gary, Lucas Van Ness, JJ. They ain't getting it done. Brooks, Wyatt, and Clark are the really ones that are making the money. And Smith too, Preston Smith, right? But I was definitely taken back by the fact that the Raiders were able to keep up with them. I thought the Raiders had a chance. But the rich getting richer. Antonio Pierce came out and was like talking all that trash about, I got the blueprint to beat Mahomes. Well, then you need to beat him every time. When you don't, now it's like, all right, well, you were just talking trash to talk trash, dog. Sorry.
Yeah. And then let's talk about Cowboys Niners.
Oh man, that game, dude. Okay, so for me, Niners are beatable, hands down.
Absolutely.
Not to hate. I think when they get Christian McCaffrey back, if he's healthy, they're probably going to make some noise here. Their injuries for them are just piling up. Debo gets pneumonia, comes back, busts up his ribs. You know what I'm saying? Like, And it's just like, dude, like they just can't catch it. Jordan Mason gets hurt, and then Isaiah Garando comes in. He does a pretty good job, but the truth of the matter is that, like, for me, I just feel like the Niners, if the Dallas Cowboys had any sense of an offense, they could have beaten them. They
Yeah.
had the ball with 2.5 minutes left. They just had to drive down the field and score. Dude, see, Dak Prescott just literally threw that game away. It was pathetic to me, dude. I'm sorry. If I'm them, I'm trading for a running back. I'm probably firing freaking McCarthy because I think McCarthy has now shown that basically Dan Orlovsky say that he has no motion, he has no his play action to run pass ratio is all terrible, all jacked up. His offense is very static and very old, and because of that, they're just like, dude, like he's just not getting it done. And like that was the same shit that we saw in Green Bay his final years, right? Where Rodgers expects us to do everything and all these wide receivers, but just get open and do ISO routes. No scheme, man. It's these retreads, man. They just can't keep up with the league right now, bro. I was talking to
Yeah.
my Cowboys fan in California, one of my boys, and I was like, dude, honestly, just need to get one of these young heads. Get Ben Johnson in there, which would be terrifying. Go get somebody off Kyle Shanahan's squad or get Adam Stenovich to be your head coach. I don't know, but you got to change shit up. You can't do these retreads anymore. It just ain't getting the job done, bro. I don't as Soder asked here, does Big Mike make it to Thanksgiving? I don't know, man. If you fire him, the question is who do you bring in? And my thing is you bring in Belichick, that's just literally another retread. It's just you need a new, fresh mind that can really turn things around. Honestly, that's my thoughts on it, at least.
Yeah, man. There won't be another Super Bowl in Dallas until Jerry Jones is gone.
I agree with that. That team is cursed, dog. He's so focused on just selling seats and selling because he even said, like, the players are like, yo, I'm over here working out, and they have windows for people to watch us work out. It's like I'm fucking performing 24/7. Like, what is that? Like, what? There's no focus on things I need to be focused on. Yeah. And I'm like, I was like, when you got a businessman, all he cares about is making money. Sometimes he talks a lot of shit about saying he wants Super Bowl ring. In reality, he's just like getting paid.
Yeah, you can't buy a Super Bowl ring, man. You got to earn it.
People try it every year.
And then the last game I wanted to talk about before we get into the Packers game is the Commanders with the Hail Mary over the Bears.
Oh, man.
Where to even start about this game?
Okay. All I can tell you is this, is that for Adam Rank to come out and say that he isn't worried and he thinks that Caleb Williams was some kind of lights out quarterback. I'm sorry, dude. Caleb Williams did not look good. Let's be 100% real. He did not look good, and there's no reason why they shouldn't have at least taken advantage of that Washington defense, which has been not that great all year, right? Yeah. And then of course it's just the undisciplinedness of that team. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the Chicago Bears have had nothing but dysfunction from both sides of the field. The offense can't get shit going. Defensively, they had a dude that was freaking raided by the FBI, where they had to fire their defensive coordinator, bring in somebody else. You have Tyreek Stevenson jawing with the freaking fans instead of doing his assignment, which is blocking out Noah Brown.
Yeah.
Then he's the one that tips the ball that allows Noah Brown to catch that Hail Mary. I was literally in the airplane with my cousin, who is a diehard Commanders fan. And even I was speechless at the end of that game. Like, I couldn't believe it. We celebrated all the way back home, dude. It was insane.
Yeah.
And I was so happy for him. It was just great to see the Bears just, again, find a way to lose that game. It was amazing.
Yeah. I just don't understand their decision, right? Like, the Bears are a team that, like, send 5 after the quarterback all freaking game. And then on the last play, you're going to play, like, send 3 and play and then like a delayed spy rush kind of thing. Oh my goodness. You send 5 guys after him. He doesn't have that time to throw.
No, he doesn't. And on top of that, too, the ball didn't even really get there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, he made the right play before that to get as close as he could by getting the out route to McLaurin, just like, Roma had said, which was smart.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, like, I'm a Daniels guy through and through, but he was hurting. You knew that he didn't have the arm power because of the fact that, I mean, his ribs are broken, right? So he can't generate the same kind of velocity that you normally would. For them to get that win just felt good in so many ways. Like,
Yeah.
like I'm not a Commanders fan by any means, but to see the Bears lose the way they did and watching all the videos of Big Cat and Barstool and all these freaking like Bear fanatics just
Yeah.
freaking get their hearts broken, their hearts ripped out. Yeah, you know what? Fuck them. I don't care. I'm happy to see them lose. They talk so much shit all off season. Caleb is generational. He's the next fucking Pat Mahomes. The dude can't even complete 50% of his passes. And he has all these weapons. I keep being told that DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, basically their receivers are like basically the top 15 receivers in the league, and that basically all the receivers on Green Bay wouldn't even be the fourth receiver on Chicago. Okay. And you still can't freaking blow out a team like Washington where they literally only have one receiver named Scary Terry?
Yeah.
Get out of here with that, dog. I was like, I'm telling you, dude. It is. I get so much joy watching the fact that they had every opportunity to win that game and they still lost. It was
Absolutely.
awesome. Even like the call to the fridge play where they try to hand it off to the offensive lineman and there was a fumble. I was hoping to God that was a fumble six, dog. Oh my God, I would have loved it so much because it would just been so fitting for them. But yeah, Bears down like usual. They suck ass. I'm happy to see them suck. They still suck.
Bears.
They still suck. Where's my shirt? I wish I had it right now. I wore that shit all.
Oh man, that would have been the day. Would have been the day to wear it.
It would have been the day, man.
Oh right, man,
we'll come through. We'll come through next week because they're gonna probably lose. They're gonna lose again. They fucking suck. So that's all good.
Absolutely.
I'm just talking shit.
I'll get another chance.
Yes. Yeah.
We gotta talk about our boys before all our time is up.
Yeah. We got
Packers
out here soon. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah. Jacksonville. I don't know. Where do you want to start with this one? I spent half the game explaining to Nicole, my wife, what a trap game is. She's doing her best, right, to learn the game, and I love it. And so our lesson was what a trap game was this week.
Okay.
And dude, the trap was set, and we almost got snared.
I mean, honestly, like for the fact that Jordan got hurt in the first drive of the game, which like I don't know what LaFleur is thinking, but I'm getting really sick and tired of him receiving the kick. He needs to start deferring.
Yes.
That's what we used to do back in the day with Rodgers all the time, so we could double up, right? I don't know what this obsession is with like us taking the ball because we're not scoring every time. So I'm like, why do that? And of course, he gets banged up. I'm not saying that he could have got banged up if they deferred, right? I'm not denying that, but I'm just saying like it played really into the why his game was not on point because there were some throws he made that are fantastic, like the one up the sideline to Dobbs was nasty. Yeah. And then there was a couple other ones where I'm like, dude, like, throwing us going 1-4 in the red zone was terrible. I mean, we need to get that fixed, And someone said it, and I'm not gonna plagiarize. I'm not gonna say it's my idea. Okay, someone on a super chat for Packers Daily with She Said TV. I give my respect to my boys. Our boys there, Aaron Nagler and Corey the best. Okay, and Aaron said it. He goes, someone came in and said, "Can we finally start running scheme like we have Malik Willis at quarterback, but it's really Jordan Love?"
Yeah.
Run whatever the hell we run from Malik with Jordan. And I guarantee you I guarantee we don't lose a single game again. And we're number one offense. Like we're number one rushing and we're scoring. I am sick of this crap of like you going out there and getting away from what gets worked, which is pounding the rock with freaking Josh Jacobs. Chris Brooks looks amazing. Freaking Emmanuel Wilson looks amazing. Like, I know we got all these weapons. I know you paid Jordan all his money, but it's not about that. It's about winning fucking football games, dude.
Yeah.
And the way we do it, is amazing. I love it.
Yeah. It's, run, like Keith Soder said, run the damn ball.
Yes.
I saw someone post too, like this is when the game changed, and it was just Malik Willis picking up the first down with his legs.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it just when Malik came in, I thought to myself, I think we have a better chance at winning.
I hate to say it, but
when we had Love, and I didn't want to say it, and it's not because of Love's play. I think it's more of like scheme and play call.
Yes.
It's something something else I thought to myself too was Dobbs' drop he had late in the game.
Yeah, I know you talk about,
Remember,
yeah.
if he catches that ball,
Yeah, it's
that's
dagger.
dagger.
Well, that's
Like
a touchdown because he was
that's a
coming across the middle, right? There was
yeah,
nobody there. That's a
no,
touchdown right there, dude. I know exactly what I thought the same exact thing because I
and
couldn't
it
see
hit him right in the hands.
So it's funny you were saying that too, because like it's one of those things like we come out there and we're watching Love just like I don't know if like it's like he's just trying to push the ball downfield and trying to score as many points as possible, which I'm fine with. I love that, right? But a part of me is like, dude, what I love about Malik Willis is not about like just like scoring points, like it's about just getting first downs, grinding the clock out,
Yeah,
imposing your will on the defense, and then scoring when you get in the red zone, right? That's what they need to do with Jordan. And I don't care
absolutely.
what they need to do to tell Jordan, but someone needs to get in his fucking ear and just be like, dude, stop trying to get 6 with every throw. Take
It
what
looks
the defense gives you. Just check it the fuck down. I'd rather us have 10 play drives and score a touchdown or a field goal than sit here and like try to like go, 6 and out because we're trying to throw, we get a couple first downs and then we throw a ball, two deep balls, nothing happens, and then boom, we're done. No,
yeah,
man, there's a reason why Jeff Hafley's defense is doing so well in the second half is primarily because of the fact that we're able to sustain drives. But we weren't
yeah,
able to do that against Jacksonville. And then what happened? Yeah, it was the first game all season that where the defense gave up more than 10 points.
yeah.
And yeah, I'm with you, bro. I run the ball and like it's gonna kill me. LaFleur comes from a running scheme, like from a running type of offensive scheme, right? And he goes into that bag with Willis. He needs to go into that bag with Love. Because
Absolutely.
I don't know what point he's trying to prove. I don't know what Love is trying to prove. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter, dog. Like you don't need to throw 4 or 5 touchdowns a game. If you do, that's great. But at the end of the day, I'd rather just freaking win the game. I don't give a damn
In
about
the
anything else,
game.
dude. Like, what are we doing
Yeah.
here?
Stack W's, man. That's what we're here for. I'm
Yes.
not here to stack stats or here watch you
No.
stack stats.
Look at
And then you're
Mahomes right now.
talking,
Mahomes
yeah,
is like the ugliest 7-0 right now. But they're
yeah,
7-0. Why are they 7-0? His numbers suck. But guess what? He's running the ball. Kareem Hunt is killing it right now.
it's Andy Reid's, not letting Mahomes go do whatever he wants and throw the
No.
ball deep every time. They're yeah. But hey, let's talk. Like we're talking about love. Let's
Yes.
talk about some healthy love, and we can just talk about the health of the team in general. If there was any players that you want to bring up,
Yeah.
but I'm almost like right. We're at week 9. Like how good is love right now? And it's almost like how we're talking about the schemes that we have with Willis. Like going to play the Lions, I feel like the way we play with Willis. With Malik at quarterback is like holding on to the ball, grinding it out. Don't let Goff have the ball. And that offense have the ball. Don't even give them the opportunity to score all the points that they've been scoring. I don't know. I'm almost in this place like let Love rest this week, and then you go into your bye week after that, and then after the bye week, who they got after the bye week?
They have Chicago.
Chicago, that's right. Right. We want to have
Soldier Field.
Yeah, we want to have the healthiest love we can have. I don't know. Just a thought of mine, an idea I want to put out there.
So I agree. They said that the injury, MRI done, minor. They said that he has a real good chance of playing this week. If he can go, I want him to go. I hope to God that his mobility is maybe just enough to where he's required to play within scheme, to play within a little more structure than he normally does. Okay. Now, with that being said, if he can't, then yeah, I'm Malik Willis all day. Like, like the reason why we were able to dominate the Lions last time we played them, A, offensively, everything worked for us. And B, on defense, we had Jared Goff in a blender. One of the few times I can give Joe Barry credit was that he knew how to coach against Jared Goff. Like he knew how to stymie him, and he knew how to stymie Kyle Shanahan's defense until he couldn't at the end, right? Or offense until then. But like honestly, I'm really looking forward to seeing how Hafley plays against Jared Goff and this Ben Johnson offense. Knowing that Jordan Love, basically we got good health news on everybody. Okay.
Yeah.
If there was injury concerns about Josh Jacobs, he's good to go. Evan Williams got hurt in the middle of the game. That's why our defense kind of took a step back because when Evan went out, you had Bullard playing high safety instead of nickel, which he hasn't practiced really much out there, so that kind of threw us off, right? As well as you have Jair Alexander, who when that touchdown that happened to Ingram, he jumped up and he kind of landed awkwardly. So they say he has knee soreness, but the scans came back negative, so he's good to go too. Hopefully he can play this week. Not sure about Stokes. Stokes did come out the game, but I don't know if he got hurt or if he was benched. I know Carrington Valentine eventually came in. Knowing that Evan Williams will be back there makes me feel a hell of a lot better, I feel,
Yeah.
But truth be told, bro, we got a lot of good news health-wise, and I'm just hoping that we can carry that off into the game because we're going to need it. Detroit losing Hutchinson's a big freaking deal, but their offense and their special teams is really killing it right now. Yeah. Also, Malcolm Rodriguez, their I think second starting linebacker, has a high ankle sprain, and he won't play either. So they're banged up a little bit on their team. You know what I'm saying? So
let's roll right into that then, right? Yeah. Let's roll right into that. The Packers host the Lions next week.
Yep.
This is for the NFC North.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then hold on, would it be for the number 1 seed as well? We jumped out to 7-2. Would it be the Commanders? I guess I just don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Yeah, we gotta wait to see if I think the Commanders are 6 and they had a bye week maybe.
They're 6.
They're 6-2 right now, right?
We're also 6-2.
Yeah, so there's a lot of 6-2 teams right now. I think in the NFC. The NFC is there's a lot more disparity. There's not as much disparity as there is in the AFC. So,
well, we have the Lions at 6-1. They're the 1 seed. The 2 seed is the Commanders at 6-2. We are 6-2 at the 5 seed due to the division thing.
Right.
But like the Falcons are 5-3. The Cardinals are 4-4. Like if the playoffs started today, we would go to Arizona to play the Cardinals.
Yeah, exactly. Which would be awesome. I love that actually. So I feel like this is gonna be one of those games where I think Heath Soder said it best. It's like you just saw what David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs just did against the Titans, right? I mean, they're literally calling him Sonic and Knuckles, man. Like it's a perfect combination, right? You gotta stop that run. Bless you. You gotta stop. Bless you. Stop that run, and after you stop that run, you gotta make Jared Goff beat you. Yeah. That's it. And you know what? He's been able to play pretty flawless football, and it's because of the fact that their team has been really making no mistakes. You got to make them pay, plain and simple. I mean, the Lions went toe-to-toe with them. I don't know. I'm telling you, this is gonna be another one of those test games for us. And I'm not feeling like too hot about it, right? But I do feel like the Lions defense is gettable. You know what I'm saying? Like, Glenn's defense, I've never been impressed with them. And I don't think it's any different now. Yeah, they've made some great selections on the draft and some free agents they got. But at the end of the day, I feel like, you know what? Like, they've lost a game here. And they have gone the wire with a couple teams. I feel like, we got to come in with our A game. And again, it's because I had Jordan, man. Like, the interceptions are like whatever to me, but a part of me is like, dude, man, just you cannot give I know we got spoiled with Rodgers a little bit, right? But I feel like times when he throws the ball in harm's way, it could be so avoided.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's other guys out there that are open that he just needs to like see and just go through the progressions and hit them. You know what I'm saying? So, this is going to be one of those games where I'm really looking forward to seeing what Packers team shows up. And I don't want this first bad half, second bad half bullshit, man. I need 2 good halves, dog.
I want shit weather, and I want to run the ball a lot. I want to get pressure on. I want to get pressure on Goff.
Yes.
That's what I want, man. I want to see these guys have to play in the elements, and I want to run the freaking ball.
Yes.
It's and then take the shots when we can. I'm not feeling really great either about this one.
Yeah.
But because of the momentum the Lions are bringing in, and we're like stumbling and bumbling to get here. But that doesn't mean we just don't come out. It's the Packers. We could come out, we could beat anybody on any day. And
You know what I do
And
like though? What you just
what's
said.
that?
What I like, what you just said.
Yeah,
The fact that they're coming in with all this head of steam, they're the underdog. We are the underdog at home against them.
yeah,
-4, bro. I'm posting that everywhere on 1265 Lambo.
yeah,
We are an underdog in our own house. I am like, okay. And I'll pull up that Mike McCarthy quote. We ain't nobody's underdog. So yeah, no, I like that because everyone's gonna be paying against us. And that's
yeah,
good. And Detroit's
yeah,
gonna come in there thinking that they're gonna whoop our ass just like they did last time they came to Lambeau.
yeah.
Cool. Let's go. I'm down. Let's
Let's
do this.
go. Yeah,
Let's
I
do it,
hope
baby.
I hope I think our guys are going to bring it. They're going to get up for this
100%.
game, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Caleb says, "Let's pray to Lord Lambo and see what he says." I'm going to have to make a prayer because I didn't. I was so tired this weekend. I did not make a prayer for the Jacksonville game. I thought if we lose this game, it's going to be
Yeah.
so I'm going to. My goal is to make one for this game though, and I was exhausted from my week of work.
It's okay, man. Look, it's all good. You'll
Yeah.
get it right. You if you get the energy, man, do it. If not, man, it's all good, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you help what you're doing day by day now, helping these veterans is a hell of a lot more important than freaking some of this pack. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my Packer stuff, but I'm just telling you the way it is, bro. You're doing
Yeah.
God's work right now. So
Yeah. Family, family and career got to come first sometimes. But
Yep.
but hey,
100%.
before we get into our last words, I just want to
Yep.
throw it out there. Go check out our official sponsor, Tundra Town Clothing Company. Find them at Tundra Town Clothing Co. .etsy.com. We got the 2 different versions of their Green Bay football tradition of excellence trucker hats here. They have a variety of t-shirts and 3/4 sleeve shirts that are super rad. You can jump on our Instagram and see them all, or look them up at Tundra Town Clothing Co. on Instagram, and they have all their stuff posted. But use our discount code Game On. We save yourself 10%. They got a new sweatshirt too, a nice white one there for
The winter warning joint. Yeah.
uniform.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be getting one eventually here. But Bucks update. Someone saying. I looked at a second ago. I saw they were winning 60-56, but I don't know what it is right now. Noxical says, "I love you, coast to coast." All right, man.
Appreciate
I appreciate
you, man. Love you
you,
too, man.
man. Love you too. And but hey, let's get into it. Last words. Any last words to wrap up this weekend or looking into next weekend, Amar?
You know what, man? I'm just I feel like these wins that we're getting right now, Brandon McManus is really Brandon McManus is like he's coming in game winners, kicking game winners, man. We finally got a kicker. He's been 100% knock on wood so far, so I hope he keeps it up. And I hope Jordan's okay. I'm honestly happy with any quarterback that's back there. And I just love the way, again, thank you, God, for Malik Willis, and thank you for the Tennessee Titans for giving up on him and letting this man come into Green Bay and save us 3 wins right now.
Oh,
thank you. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. And you think I wonder if like Malik Willis is going to get his Matt Flynn moment now after this season and sign himself a nice deal and get some guaranteed money. Because I'm sorry, man, if I could give it to him right now, I would, because he has saved the season, in my opinion.
Oh, I kind of hope he doesn't want to leave. He just wants to enjoy staying in Green Bay. But honestly, the way he's playing football right now, he'd be smart to go to any team that needs a quarterback that runs the same scheme as LaFleur, right?
Absolutely.
I'm just saying, like, you never know. Like, if Stenovich gets hired somewhere and, like, he goes to a team that doesn't have a quarterback and, you know what I'm saying? Like, they bring on Malik, hey, run with it. Go for it. Do it,
Yeah. Absolutely. I hope the young man gets his bag. That's all I got to say.
Same.
And so, hey, next week, hosting the Lions.
Yep.
It could shake out that the Packers could be the number 1 seed by the end of next weekend, depending on who all wins and loses. That is absolutely amazing because we've yet to see the Packers play their best football.
Yeah.
So, thank you for everyone for dropping in and giving us a listen. And we'll be back next Monday. TBD on a post-game show next weekend. I kind of, I feel like we should do a post-game. It is going to be
moving out a little bit. We'll figure one in. We'll get one in this week for sure.
Definitely. We'll squeeze one in. But hey, thanks again, everyone. Make sure you're ready to cheer loud and proud for those Packers next weekend because it is a big one. And as always, hold on here. Okay, now we go. Now, as always, go Pack, go.
Go Pack, baby.